These are the 7 most captivating ghosts from around the world. Number 7. Resurrection Mary. Resurrection Mary is a legendary ghost that haunts the outskirts of Chicago, Illinois. Like Kanye West, only less upsetting. This enduring tale revolves around a phantom hitchhiker near Resurrection Cemetery who reportedly wanders along the streets at all hours of the night. This is due to the fact that cemeteries are hotbeds for supernatural activity, and ghosts can't use Uber. This ghoulish legend dates back to the early 1930s, an era already known for its good times. Cool. Stories often describe a young, beautiful woman hitchhiking along the road. She's said to engage in conversation only to vanish mysteriously, leaving behind a chill in the air, which is pretty compelling evidence that this woman and all other beautiful women are in fact ghosts. Despite many attempts to uncover her identity, the true origins of Resurrection Mary remain shrouded in mystery. Some speculate she may be the spirit of a young woman who died tragically, while some skeptics claim that sightings, much like Bitcoin, are merely collective hallucinations. Number 6. La Llorona. Originating in Latin American folklore and translating to the Weeping Woman, La Llorona's legend centers around a grieving and tormented female spirit, and not the Taylor Swift kind. The legend of this spirit is beyond messed up and claims La Llorona drowned her own children in a river, which is generally frowned upon in parenting circles. Overcome with remorse and unable to find solace, she is now condemned to wander riverbanks and waterways, perpetually mourning her lost children and seeking redemption. Somehow this gruesome legend serves as a cautionary tale for children to behave and obey their parents, much the way Little Red Riding Hood is a cautionary tale for children to not be too delicious. La Llorona's ethereal presence transcends borders, resonating in Hispanic communities from Mexico to South America, making her the tortillas of ghosts. Number 5. Abraham Lincoln. Today he is mostly remembered for his logs, but Abraham Lincoln used to be a well-known figure in American history. This bearded penny dweller is the subject of reported sightings and alleged hauntings in various locations. Tales of Lincoln's ghostly apparition often describe a tall, somber man wearing a top hat, which honestly makes sense because that's what he looked like. The most famous purported sightings have occurred in the White House, with numerous presidents, first ladies, staff, and visitors claiming encounters with Lincoln's ghost. Visitors and employees have described unexplained phenomena and eerie encounters. Even President Theodore Roosevelt reported seeing the ghost of Lincoln. Regardless of whether there is any truth in these sightings, they are doing the noble work of making history less boring. Number 4. The Hairy Hands. The legend of the Hairy Hands is a haunting tale originating in Dartmoor, England. According to folklore, drivers passing through this desolate stretch often experience the sensation of large, hairy hands seizing their steering wheels, causing vehicles to swerve or veer off the road. Dozens of motorists have been seriously injured or killed on this stretch of road, which proves 2 things for sure. Supernatural activity is occurring, and people with excessive body hair are murderers. Reports of this spectral occurrence date back to the early 20th century, with numerous motorists sharing similar chilling experiences of feeling an unseen force wrest control of their vehicles. But much like English food, the legend of the hairy hands has sparked curiosity, fascination, and fear. Many skeptics, however, believe the legend is self-reinforcing, meaning that once people hear it, they can't help but take disastrous action, making this the uptown funk of ghost stories. Whether attributed to supernatural forces or natural phenomena, the hairy hands legend continues to intrigue and unsettle those who traverse the haunted roadways near Dartmoor. Number 3. The Uray. As if Japanese culture wasn't terrifying enough, enter the Uray. Often depicted as a ghostly female with long disheveled hair, these vengeful spirits are said to manifest from individuals who have suffered tragic or unjust deaths. And unlike other ghosts, the Uray often appear to right wrongs or seek to bring justice through their otherworldliness. Like many boomers, their haunting presence stems from the anguish of unresolved emotions. These sentiments often relate to betrayal, heartache, or murder, and, no doubt, contribute to their striking and unsettling portrayal in Japanese lore. Their haunting presence serves as a reminder of the complexities of human emotions. Number 2. The Flying Dutchman. This isn't a human ghost, but a ghost ship. The legend of the Flying Dutchman revolves around a ship doomed to sail the seas for eternity and has been around for centuries. The origins of the Flying Dutchman vary across different cultures. However, a prevalent version of the legend revolves around a captain named Van der Decken, not to be confused with the late great Van Turducken. Van der Decken, a stubborn and defiant sailor who dared to challenge the fury of nature. In defiance of a storm, he purportedly swore an oath to round the Cape of Good Hope, even if it took him until Judgment Day. This act of blasphemy and disregard for the power of nature led to the ship's eternal damnation. Sightings of the Flying Dutchman, much like sightings of Marquez Valdez Scantling, are often regarded as omens of impending disaster. These ill-fated encounters are believed to bring storms or bad fortune to those who come across the phantom ship. Countless alleged sightings and eerie encounters with the Flying Dutchman have been reported, perpetuating its legacy as one of the most enduring and box office friendly legends. Number 1. The Bell Witch. Like most disturbing phenomena, it's always worse in the American South. The Bell Witch legend remains one of America's most famous and eerie ghost stories, centered around the Bell family of Adams, Tennessee in the early 19th century. What makes the Bell Witch so cruel and insidious is that it targeted and relentlessly tormented a single American family. Not to be confused with the Kardashians, a cruel and insidious family that relentlessly torments the American people. The Bell Witch purportedly exhibited intelligence and malevolence, berating the family by singing hymns and quoting scripture, a time-honored tradition in all cultures. It was reported to have a dislike for John Bell and played a significant role in his eventual demise, claiming responsibility for his death in 1820. The haunting remains a subject of fascination, debate, and paranormal investigations, with many considering it one of the most chilling and well-documented ghost stories in American history. So those are the 7 most captivating ghosts from around the world. Boo.